Welcome everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a video for the fourth week of trading on the stock market and sharing the trading details with you guys. I was lucky this week. The Google and several companies, actually Google, Timo, IBM, had results. The results in general were good, and I was able to make money with Google and Thermo Fisher. IBM actually went down almost 9% or 10%. I have invested, you will see, in Lockheed Martin, LMT, which went down, but I have invested around $4,000, $5,000 before the result came. And that company went down, but it's still a good company, and you're gonna see the results. So overall, this week I made around 2,000 US dollars, and for the whole month, like 4 weeks, it is around 3,900. And I'm gonna show those details to you, and it's a good result. I will be happy that every month I will make this amount, which is pretty much like a salary, right? Right now the exchange rate is 1.37, so this around 4,000 US, it's more than 5,000 Canadian, right? Which is it's pretty much like a salary. So let's take a look at the portfolio. This is the value for last week, 262,720. For this week it's actually 267,839. One of the reasons is because I was able to gain some, to make some gains, right? Like this $2,000. At the same time, the market went up this week as well. And looking at, let me see, on the primary monitor. So this is the Excel spreadsheet, right? All the trade I was doing, usually Google, Timo, I was getting out of HBI. And I was able to buy and sell Google in 2-3 days, because Google went up from 191 to 197 the days after the result on July the 23rd. But that happened on the other day as well. Not the same gains, but still positive gains. So you can see all those amounts I was able to make. I was able to make a little bit with AMD, which went into positive. So one day I was making 138. So altogether 2,089 US dollars. So from November up to today, I made almost 19,000 US, right? And this is the gain for each week, and the total for the whole month, it's 3,938 US or 5,355 Canadian, right? So definitely this is a good result. I'm happy to share with you guys, and maybe this will give you a little bit confidence that a regular guy, without knowing too much about anything, is still able to make some money for retirement. Now let's take a look on the second monitor, and let's take a look for those results, right? So we'll take a look at Alphabet. And Alphabet, as you see, probably we need to go a little bit down. On July the 27th, at the end of the day, it has the results, right? And the stock went up, and you'll see that this goes around 191, but the next day it goes around 197. I know that for sure, because I was selling around that mark, right? The same happened. Okay, you will see the result actually into here. Google went up by beating with 0.12 cents, EPS, and the revenue actually beats by 2.45 billion. Right after the result, maybe for an hour before the conference, right, the Google conference, the stock went down like 3%. And actually I doubled down, I bought again because I had confidence, and it went up the same day. So Thermo Fisher, the same story. Look how much it went up, for 470 to 484, but before, right at the beginning of the week, it was almost $400, 427, and so on. But from this value, it went up to 484, and after that a little bit down to 466 the next day, and you see that today it's actually at 478. So those are the two accounts which I had confidence in. Right now, Thermo Fisher, it went to almost 480 out of 600, so we still have a lot of room to improve. We're going to wait for other results into another quarter, and I think the stock will going to go up constantly. Now, IBM, let's see, yeah, IBM had a good result. Actually, they beat, if we take a look for the result in here, I think they beat on the revenue as well on the EPS. But the fact that the software revenue was lower than with 100 million for I don't know how many billions, right, made the people to sell the stock, which is good for me. I was actually buying a little bit into it. Now it's probably on my account around 5% down, but it went almost 10% down. So this is another good company which I bought into. Lockheed Martin, the same, they had some problem. You can read in those articles, why exactly they are not able to, or they're losing so much money, $1.8 billion, right? But definitely this company, it went from 600, if you look for, the whole year. Let me see where they were, 5 years. So somewhere around, let's see, this is 2024 in October, right? $600 to where we are today, like 400, right? But it's one of the company who produce, weapon, and definitely time will tell. This will gonna come back, right? So I have invested 4,000 before the result came, right? And right now I'm in negative with this one, but still overall, I'm happy with everything I've done. Right, so the market today, if we take a look at it, it was a little bit up, 0.40%. On Friday, is not so great. But let's take a look to some other result. What I have into the RRSP, you see that, actually no, this is the TFSA. I have 40,000 and cash 20,000, right? On the RRSP, oh man, I actually have the same information here. I have to change. Okay, so those are the companies which I bought into, right? I sold into Google and TMO. I bought them again. Now at the end of the day, I actually sold again, right? But I will enter into Google next week, one more time. I bought a little bit into HBI, which is this, stock, a little bit volatile, right? At 455, I think I bought, right? Only 500 shares, and if it's going to 445, I will buy double it and so on, because this goes to 476, 480, from day to day. And the other accounts started to go up, right? Like Dell, it's almost close to breakthrough. The same for solar. LMT is losing money because it went down almost 10%, right? I bought it, like I said before. The market, IBM, the same. It's around 10% down, but I double it up, so right now I'm losing only 5%. The other Edit and Etsy went up as well, right? So the gain on TFSA, I have only Dell and UNH. And pretty much, this is the result for this week. Everything which happened because all those companies have good results for that quarter. Solid companies, Google and Thermo Fisher. I'm expecting as well IBM and Lockheed Martin to come back. And for now, we are doing good. We are making money and increasing the account. And still have a lot of cash, because you never know what's going to happen with Federal Reserve and all those efforts to replace Jerome Powell. So guys, I hope I am within 10 minutes mark, 10 minutes time for this video, so it will not going to be too long for you. Again, a positive result. I hope you appreciate that, and it will going to give you confidence to invest yourself. It's something which can be done, and we'll see by the end of the year where we are, and if I'm right or wrong about the strategy which I'm actually employing, right? So thank you very much for watching this. Wishing you a good weekend, together with your family and friends, and all the best until next week. We'll meet again. Goodbye, guys.